Hello everyone, my name is Ben and this is Creville Concrete. So we are here at a site in Kamulu where we are supervising the installation of T-beams and wall panels. This is for a suspended foundation. The client opted to do a suspended foundation because this area we have very deep black cotton soils, and to avoid the very expensive excavations and backfillings, the client opted to do this suspended foundation with T-beams and wall panels. So I'll just be taking you through this and showing you how this has made the work of the client very easy. So all they did is that they put this foundation walling and they laid the beams and the 1 meter wall panels. You can also do this with beams and blocks, but the client opted to do it with 1 meter wall panels. These ones have been done in just less than 1 day and should be completed in the next few hours, just laying of the T-beams and wall panels. And as you can see, we already have a working surface. Compared to the conventional method where this would have taken a very long time, weeks, sometimes a month or two, depending on the size of the project. But with T-beams and blocks or T-beams and wall panels, it is a very fast process. This has been laid, we already have a working surface, and then once they are done being laid, we will have the thin concrete topping being put on top of the T-beams and wall panels, and the slab will be complete. Yeah, this is very good technology, saves you time, saves you money. Excavating here and backfilling would have been very expensive. So as you can see, this area has black cotton soils, and this black cotton soil is very notorious for being very difficult to build under for your foundation. So what the client did is they simply built the foundation wallings and they placed the T-beams on the foundation wallings, and within the spaces they put these 1 meter wall panels as fillings. So you can do the 1 meter wall panels or you can do the blocks for your suspended foundation. And with this, you already have the foundation slab within 2 days of work with very minimal labor, very little stress, and also your costs are reduced significantly. So people usually ask what happens to this space underneath that is left here. This one is simply left as it is. There is no harm with having that space there. We'll just put a 50 mm topping of concrete on top of the T-beams and wall panels, and the foundation slab will be done, and we will be preparing for the first floor slab where the client will use T-beams and blocks. So this has made the work very easy. The labor here is about only 7 workers who will install all of this in 1 day, and the cost will be greatly reduced, the time on site will be reduced, the energy, the effort, the stress, and you have a very structurally sound slab for the suspended foundation and also for the other higher slabs. The fundi supervising this project is Timothy Irungu, who will explain to us the benefits of using the T-beams and wall panels for the suspended foundation, or T-beams and blocks for also the foundation and for the upper slabs. So Timothy has experience working with the precast, and he's going to give us an overview of his experience in this project and in his other projects in working with the precast T-beams.
Naitwa Timothy. Mimi ndiye fundi mwenye ako hii site, na pia mimi ni fundi wa precast. Nafanyanga na hii sana suspended foundation, especially huku kwenye kuko na cotton. Si lazima ufanye kwenye kuko na cotton, hata places zingine unaweza fanya. Hii ndio tuna advise ma client wetu wafanye. Sisi hii ndio inawasevia. Tukikuja kutumia beams, especially hapa kwa foundation, natumia 2 beams kusupport mwisho na mwisho. Kazi yake ni haraka kuinstall, as you can see, inaenda haraka. Once ukishamaliza kwa foundation na tukikoroga, tunaenda kwa slab ya juu. Slab ya juu tunatumia bado hizi beams, zinakuondolea cost ya kutumia chuma as in kutengeneza kitanda. Na ukitumia T-beam hakuna kutumia hii mbao, miti, hakuna kutumia mishumari, hakuna kutumia timbers. As you can see, tunafungaga shutter, tunaweka trappers, tunaweka mbao. Hiyo yote hakuna. Unatumia tu T-beam peke yake, na alafu after that tunakoroga juu. Kisha koroga juu, the following day unaweza kuja upige plaster, because you have to have hizo siku 21 zenye tunagojanga ndio ikauke. Inaweza kauka juu ukiendelea na kazi yako huku chini. Kama ni nyumba unajenga na unataka kumalizia ndani, Ukitumia beams uta have hiyo tu siku ya kukoroga tu. The following day hii kazi nyingine inaweza endelea na unaweza endelea pia na nyumba. Compared ukitumia beams bado una save time compared na the traditional way ya kufunga shutter.
So yeah, the client here is very satisfied with how this has turned out. The time it has taken, it has been done very fast, and the costs are very much reduced as well. So this has been a very good experience for the client. The client will also use T-beams and blocks for the upper slab, because as you know, the T-beams and blocks also, you don't have to use the timber supports, you don't have to, the labor is much less, the time is less. So the client has fully bought into the T-beam and block, T-beam and panel technology.